Hello guys, so today I'm just hopping on really quick to show you my first grader working on Time4Learning. I am going to share with you him sitting here and doing his lesson on Time4Learning. And I will also be sharing some of the inside workings of what it looks like when he's inside the program. So I hope you find some helpful information if you consider Time4Learning. If you're not sure yet, if you like Time4Learning or you wanted to check it out, I'll be sharing with you today what it looks like from the perspective of my first grader. Okay, so in this video, I'm just giving a glimpse at what the first grade program inside Time4Learning looks like. So I am sitting here with my first grader and he is going to get started. As you can see right here, he is on the first grade level, but we have the ability to go back to kindergarten or go up to second grade level if need be. And right now he's in the first grade, but I have been finishing out the kindergarten language arts part of it. We're not too far from being done with it. It's just a comfortable space for me. We go in between working with the kindergarten level as well as the first grade level right now at this moment. So he's going to go ahead and get started. As you can see, these are the activities. I don't currently have him set up on an activity plan. I have decided to finish out the kindergarten language arts and then move on to the first grade. Now, we have done some of the first grade language arts, but I just feel comfortable finishing this completely out. And so this is his activity. He has to open the instructions for find the meaning of words, and he's going to open his activity planner and get started. Go ahead, baby. So this is kind of, this is what it looks like when he goes in. You're not going to be able to hear it because he has his Spider-Man headphones on, so he's listening. But this just gives you an idea of what it looks like for a first grader when they're working inside of Time4Learning. And as you can see, it's a gentleman here that's teaching the lesson, as well as this kind of characterized cartoony type of character that's right here, which is good for a child at this age. It works well for him, and it, keeps them engaged and paying attention. Now, most of the time when he does this lesson, I kind of sit by him and I may be taking care of something, but if he needs something reread, then I'm there. I can reread it to him. When he get ready to do his quizzes, I can sit there and I can read the questions over if he needs them reread to him. And as you can see, a learning goal has popped up. Find the meaning of words because of the lesson currently being taught. Pay attention. I actually love how they incorporate the teacher, the human, and then also have the cartoon characters. I like how they incorporate that into the lessons for my first grader. What's wrong? Okay. Tell me. And then you see as they're reading here, the story, they are highlighting each word as it's read. And the pages are turning on their own, and they're reading the story to him, and it's highlighting each word as it's being read. What does the word bark mean? Choose the word that gives you a clue. So you see this? You see that? The butterfly has brown spots. It has on tree bark. Do you see it? Tree bark. Okay. Now, what does the word bark mean? Choose the word that gives you a clue. Butterfly or tree. Okay. So that's what it looked like in language arts for us finishing the kindergarten level of language arts. I will also share some of his math that we have been completing and working on. So usually, like I said, I sit beside him. I'm always next to him or near him when he's working on Time for Learning, just because it's a comfortable thing for me by him still being young. We sit, we do circle time, and then we spend time on Time for Learning. With his math, he does an assignment, and within the program, they always have table work, so we print a worksheet, and then he completes it. So I just kind of wanted to give a little insight and share for some people that may be on the fence, not sure if they want to do it, because people think that, oh, it's all day in front of a tablet, they've been in front of a tablet. They also have table time stuff, worksheets that they have for the children to complete. And then, of course, it's up to you as the parent how that looks or what your homeschool day looks like for you and your family. We do 1 week working Time for Learning, then the following week I sit with him and we do workbook stuff. We go over, we do our circle time every day. So it's just going to depend on you and what you want your homeschool to look like for your young children. So as I was speaking about earlier, this is inside of the math for my first grader. So as you can see over here, it goes in by chapters, chapter 1 through chapter 12. And it kind of breaks down all of the things that will be in each chapter that my son will be working with. And like I said earlier, with the language arts, he also has the ability to do kindergarten, first grade, or second grade math work. Right now, he's been doing really good. He did really good with the kindergarten program. So he is working in the first grade math program here with Time for Learning. So as you can see, these are the activities under number sense. These are the activities that he's completed. You can see the check marks here and his score and the date and time that he completed. He's really good at math, so we have just moved right on along. His quiz grades are pretty good, 100%. He loves getting 100%. He do not like when he get under 100%, and I keep telling him, it's okay, baby, it's okay. He wants to see all green check marks all throughout the assignments. He likes to get everything right. So here's one here. So when you see this right here, and it says resource, you can click that, and then when you click that, then you have a worksheet that you can print out. I print these out, and he works with, we do the work on a worksheet. And then if I go back here, you'll see that he has the next thing is his quiz that goes along with the same thing here. And I will share a clip of that. He been working on numbers. So look, here it is. A day at the beach. So he did the online activity part of that, and then he completed he did the online part, and then he completed that at his desk with me beside him. Now I'm going to fast track and go down to the last thing we did, which I did a video on, and I think it was this place value. Yes, this is the one I'll share. Probably a short because I didn't record it the right way, so it's recorded in to where I'll share it as a short. But he did this. He had this. We sat at his desk and completed that. And then he came on over here and he did his quiz. And he did a really good job with his quiz. Let me see if I hit the next button. Will it show you? Yes. It's showing the quiz all over as if he hasn't done it. But he did the quiz. Like I said, I'll share a video on that. He did a really good job. He got everything right. And he was super proud of himself because, see, you can see right here, 12-3. At 158, he had 100% score on that. So this is, you know, the inside workings of what it looks like from a first grade perspective using Time4Learning. And so this is what it looks like inside. I'll go back out my courses now. They don't offer a social studies course, which is perfectly fine for his age range. You know, I think it start maybe second, maybe third. I'm not really sure, but they do also have the electives, and even I guess at this young age you can do electives. The science, I have science. We haven't done much science on here this school year. I do have science. I like it. I some of it works. It works fine, but then some of it for me and my personal liking, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe once he get a little older, I will open book. I'll just open one up to show you what it looks like. Okay, and right away it's a video. And like I said before, I like how they incorporate like an actual person along with, you know, a cartoony type of character, because, you know, they're young, and young kids, they like to see that type of stuff. You can check the plan and the progress for each thing. Now I am going to log out from his account. So here I am logged into my parent side of the of Time4Learning, and I've mentioned this before in another video, but I just want to put this out there again just to kind of reiterate for somebody who may haven't seen it. I like the fact that they have these resources. So as you can see, this is underneath lesson planning, and so they have it separated: preschool, elementary, middle school, high school, right? So I clicked on preschool, and you go in here and they have that handwriting practice. This handwriting practice is really good. It's good for table time. It's good if you want, you know, your child to be doing something and you maybe you can't get to sitting with them right then and there. You can always have them sit down at the table and do something like this, because this is pretty simple. It's sideways, but you see they just starting at this circle, and they're going to trace down. You don't have to be right over top of them to complete something like that. Alphabet. Let's see what and look at this. You see? So when people think, oh, well, my kid's too young for Time4Learning. No, they're actually not. You see, they have the preschool alphabet, and then it goes all the way from A all the way down. So this is A. And then it's telling you what the assignment's going to be. They break it down by the chapters over here. All the chapters, chapter 1, and so on and so forth. It shows you the activity, the story that they're going to read, the read along. So your child is actually not too young if you think your child is too young for Time4Learning. I, myself, personally feel like getting them used to it or in the rhythm of things before they even start school, because of course we as the parents, we are our child's first teacher anyway. So then I'll come down to elementary, and then I'll click language. And so over here, this is another additional resource. I've spoke about this before. Kindergarten spelling word list. So then they have this. Now this is different from the Dolce sight word list. These words kind of put me in the mind of the Fry sight word list, because they're different words, and some kind of maybe may consider it like, oh, for kindergarten. But if you can give your child a head start, why not? And then you could just go in and print these out, and they also give you the lined paper. So these are reasons why I absolutely love Time4Learning, because not just is it an online program, they offer additional resources for the same fee. It's not an additional fee or added fee just because you're using the additional resources. I like that about Time4Learning. They have supplemental language arts extensions right here. They have 6-week guides for all the, you see this, all the grades right here. 6-week guides. Kindergarten. This is that again, the practicing. Look at this. Same thing. They have the practice stuff in here. You don't necessarily have to sit with your child. So because it's what it is, you can give them direction. And if you need to maybe fix their lunch, they can be sitting on at the table and they can be practicing with that. Now let's click the 6-week guide. Then you come in here, grade 1 language arts highlights in 6 weeks. And it's going to run it all down to you week 1. What's happening, what's going on. So this can alleviate you maybe sitting down, writing this out, putting this in a planner, and so on and so forth. You pull this out and you can follow along to make sure your child is where they at for week 1, week 2, and so on and so forth. So they have it here for you. You just print this stuff out. You can print this stuff right out. First grade, okay, same similar things. This is the tracing, because of course the kids are still learning. And then you come down the same thing. Look, math, 6-week guide. I'll go to that one. Here it is. It's all laid out right there for you. It's all laid out. Everything is laid out. So it's giving you the rundown. It's telling you what your child will be learning for each week. I currently have 12th grade, 8th grade, 6th grade, and 1st grade. And so, okay, same thing for science. And then for science, as you can see, 1st grade, and then it's going to run down the chapters, what the child will be learning. It shows you right here. Then, let's see here. 1st grade supply list. So if you are using their science, look at this. It's telling you what the chapter, each chapter is going to be about. And then it's going to tell you the supplies required to follow along, to do the science experiments, to do whatever the things that they are learning on Time4Learning. So this program, not only is it an online program, it is a program where your child can actually be hands-on and doing the things. So when people think or look at it as, oh, it's only this or it's only that, no, it's not only online, because it is also a hands-on, very much a hands-on program. Same thing come down for middle school. Language arts. Here we go. Now I do have an 8th grader, so I'll click that and see it breaks it down for language arts, everything that my 8th grader will be learning from chapter 1 all the way down to chapter 9. It's going to run it down to me. It has a teaching guide alongside of it. Here you go. Quest for Success. Look at this. It's telling you. So this program is a program that I recommend if you're new to homeschooling and you want to be kind of on target with what your child needs to know or learn, and you're not sure where to get started, or if you're not sure if you really want to try this program out. This program is a program that I recommend. We've been using it for over 3 years. We love this program. Over here, as you can see, offline resource bundle. Voila, pulls right up. You scroll down, 8th grade language arts from chapter 1, 3, 4, 6, 8, and 9. And here it is, all right in front of you. So again, if you thought that Time4Learning was only a online program where it was only digital and your child has to sit, yes, they do. That's the program. But just know, if you have a day that you want your child to do some writing, here it is right here. It's in front of you. It's ever so clear. You can print this out and have your child sit down at the table and do table work. Maybe you want them to write. Maybe you want them to use a pencil. Maybe you don't want them sitting in front of the iPad or the laptop or whatever. I personally don't mind it. I'm okay with this because it's learning, right? And we have to keep our children up with the time. We are in a time of we are a digital world. Everything is digital. So I personally don't have a problem with Time4Learning being an online program and a digital program. I'm completely okay with it. I do rotate in between. For my 1st grader, I have him do table work and he does Time4Learning from his iPad. I love that about the program, because you have the ability to do what you need and want, whatever your homeschool family's thing is. So none of our homeschools are going to be the same. They're not cookie cutter. Everybody homeschooling is different. My homeschooling will look different from somebody else's homeschooling, and that's okay because we have to do what works for our families, right? You cannot focus on what somebody over there at that homeschool, oh, well, my neighbor the one that homeschool, she do this, or my kids in their group when they together, the homeschoolers, they said that their mom do that. That's okay. Everybody's is going to look different. Nobody's homeschooling is going to look the same. And they also offer the bundle with the answer. And here it is, right in front of you. This is giving the answer. So if you want to sit with your child and you kind of going over and you're not sure, you just print this out. Or you pull it up on your device while they're sitting there and you sitting there with them. It's right here. So Time4Learning makes it really easy. It makes it a doable program that you can, have the resources you need. And they're always a phone call away. My thing is, I like the frequently asked questions because the frequently asked questions, you usually get what you're looking for. That's what I do first before I go calling. Now, I do have them on speed dial. They are a contact in my phone list in case I need to reach out to them. But I just know for myself, I appreciate having this program. I like what it does. I like that my children like it and enjoy it. And so for me, it's going to be the go-to every time. If you ask me about a program, I'm always going to say Time4Learning. So then over here, they also have popular topics. Now, I'm in help and tips. Like I said, frequently asked questions. Here it is right here in front of you. If you need help, or if you got a question, here it is. They also have a Facebook group. The parents are in there engaging, answering questions. It's right there for you. So over here, new to homeschooling, you click that and look. Quick start guide right here in front of you. Here it is. Right here. It's telling you what you need. Questions you might have, here you go. They running it down. Just look. So you can come over here and check this out for yourself. Look, preview lessons. Here we go. They're going to run it down for you. It's right there in front of you. So I hope this has been helpful. I know that and so here you go. I'm sorry, I'm jumping around a little bit, but time on task. So this is showing me from this week that we're currently in, each one of my children and what they have done so far this week. It's right there. Everything is always right there in front of you. Thanks for watching. I hope you found some of this information helpful to you regarding Time4Learning. I just finished showing some of the different things that Time4Learning has to offer. Some of this stuff I've shared before, but I know a lot of people kind of still been commenting and just appreciating what it looks like inside the program. Maybe people that's on the fence, not sure. Maybe people that just started and just not sure how to navigate around within the system. So I hope you found some of this information today that I shared regarding Time4Learning helpful. I would have loved to hear some feedback in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. It helps out a lot. I am building this channel on homeschooling, and I really just want to be a resource to families that's out there considering homeschooling, not sure what program to use. I want to be the resource I wish I had when I first started homeschooling, because I was out there on a limb, had no clue what homeschooling was, how to get started, none of that, but I did it. And here I am 12 years later, thriving and surviving with 5 children homeschooling. So if you found anything helpful, let me know in the comments. If it's anything that you want to see within the program that I have not already shared, please let me know. Do not hesitate. I will gladly share another video of the inside workings of Time4Learning. Thanks so much. See you guys on the next video.